Okay, we're live. It is it's Saturday, July 5th, right? It's the 5th, 2019. I'm here in a Starbucks, Cañon City. I've done a few live streams here. And here's my Starbucks drink. There's the woman. There she is, Starbucks woman. Hello to that one person. Please check in and just say who you are or where you're from or your favorite not too shabby. And I'm going to start inviting my friends to join too. So I just did I made three not too shabby videos on my drive from West Cliff, Colorado to Cañon City. So I'm very pleased because all week I've been working like crazy and I just don't have the energy to do not too shabbies. I'm just tired. I need my creative energy flowing to make the not too shabbies. And then just today I did three. So I'm very pleased. And we'll see. Maybe I'll make some more not too shabbies. So, but anyway, so here we are in a Starbucks. And you can see the workers behind me. Hey, Annette, how are you doing? Annette, how are you doing? Hi from Texas. What's the weather like in Texas? What's the weather like in Texas? There's been 3 days so far, all summer, where we've gotten over 80 degrees. We had a couple of days where it hit 81. And then we had a freak day where it got up to 86, which is just insanely hot for us. So if we get up into the mid 80s, the rest of Colorado and the country are, upper 90s, hundreds. So it's kind of crazy. Let's talk about the weather. How's my hair look, by the way? Just trying to look sort of presentable. Hot, humid, and 96 in Houston, Texas, huh? So there's the Starbucks. Some people. So some people that way. So I was just saying, I made three not too shabbies on my drive here, and I was very pleased. And all week, I did a bunch of not too shabbies on Sunday when I was driving home from Santa Fe, New Mexico to West Cliff. And then all week I did no not too shabbies. I didn't even make any videos. So this was the last one I did on that trip. It was the Tony Martinez Visitor Center. Here, I'll play it for you.
It's the Tony Martinez Welcome Center. Not too shabby!
So, but then I did three, and I just uploaded them. Here's one. I was in my car, pulled over on the side of the road. Here.
It's the fuse responsible for making my horn work when it's in. Not too shabby!
There you go. So the fuse is out on my horn. I got to put it back in. So anyway, this is in Cañon City.
It's 3rd Street Pond. Not too shabby.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Annette. I'm just drinking it's a decaf pour over. It's essentially a decaf coffee, but they do it by a pour over, so they don't have to brew a whole pot of coffee. So, yeah, that magenta flower on that cactus was really impressive, wasn't it? That was off right on the edge of the road between Walsenburg and West Cliff. So this is pretty interesting. So And I did a not too shabby of that. Here's the not too shabby. Here we go. I'll play that.
It's a cactus with dark pink flowers on it. Not too shabby.
There you go. So, oh my gosh. I'm a little self-conscious about my hair. It's just a little funny. Anyway, so, Annette, what are you doing this weekend? What are you up to? What are your plans? Anything exciting? We'd love to hear. I'm pretty much, Saturday's the only day I really don't work. So there's a car show in my town. So I looked at the cars. I made some videos. And now I went to, I drove to Cañon City. I haven't really done too much with mountains and hiking. I've been pretty lame. But I'm going to go eat some Mexican food later. So that's excitement for me. I think tomorrow morning I might go on a bike ride. So I'm pretty jazzed about that. But there was at the car show, there was a 1978 Ford LTD Landau. You see it? See it right there? It was brown on the outside. It was brown on the inside. It was just a wonderful, beautiful brown. So here's the brown. I'll show you.
Where did you two come from?
What's really funny is these videos, people watch car videos all the time on YouTube. And I do too.
If you are,
So they usually get a lot of views.
this car is for you. This is a 1978 Ford LTD.
What a beautiful car.
Good ornament.
I'm going to fast forward to the part.
Something like that. You know,
Watch. Here's the inside of the car.
And they said, well,
Look at all the
get
brown.
rid of it. And,
Look at all that brown.
I think this car was, look at all the brown in there. Look at all the brown. Holy cow. Chocolate brown. Beautiful brown. Anyway, you know the story. The owner who brought it to this car show, he bought it for a few $1,000s. I think he said $3,000. I mean, these seats are in really good shape.
So brown. Oh, I love that car so much. So yeah, hey Annette, are you a gardener? I have a very small garden. I've got a columbine flower, my hollyhocks. I planted 3 hollyhocks. Well, I had a nursery guy plant them for me, and all 3 now have flowers on them. So let me just show you. Here's one. It's like kind of like a white, but it's got some hints of pink in there. So I know it's like, here's a pink one. I got one hollyhock that has pink flowers. So and here's the, there's one that's white with kind of yellow. So, no, you're not a car person? Oh, it's too bad. I'm sorry. I spotted this it was like a 1960 Mercury. This was in downtown Santa Fe last weekend. It was pretty interesting. So, but anyway, here are my columbine flowers. This was 2 weeks ago. There's still columbines on there, but it's not as lush as it is right now. So anyway, let me see. Well, how about this pizza? A pizza? It had pieces of green chili on top. There's a cheese pizza with green chili. That's pretty amazing. I put speaking of hummingbirds, I did put a hummingbird. I actually have 3 hummingbird feeders, and I had them all out there, but the hummingbirds didn't come out, and maybe I should be more patient. The problem is you get all these birds, you get other kinds of birds attracted to the feeders, and then they poop all over the place. So it's not really worth having hummingbirds. If I can find an area, maybe even the front of my house, where I put the hummingbird feeders, and then I can kind of watch them. But it's got to be somewhere where it's like if they start pooping everywhere and making noise, you know. So anyway, so I'm not too crazy about I'm down on bird feeders or, you know, it's still a work in progress, but I've got my garden going. My clematis flowers should be blooming, you know, in a few weeks. Pretty soon they should be. That's not too exciting it's actually a pretty flower, but I don't really care about the clematis too much if they don't come up. I'm very excited about my hollyhocks, the columbines, and then I've got an aspen tree that I planted that has grown. And then there's another mysterious tree that has grown like gangbusters since last, I think it was like July or August. It just started coming out of the ground. And now it's getting thick. It's amazing. So, Annette, you asked a good question. Do they have green chili sauce on the enchiladas? Well, at some Mexican places, you could certainly put green chili or red chili on them. I don't know what kind of sauce they put on enchiladas. It's just that, like the most common, you know, when you're at a Mexican place, it's sort of this reddish. It's not spicy, but it's just this reddish, tangy. It's not even tangy. I can't describe it, but it's a reddish flavor that you put on top, and it's like a sauce. It's very Mexican. It makes it Mexican as opposed to Italian. And you can definitely put like green or red chili types of things on there. So, and definitely New Mexico, everything comes with red and green chili on it inside. So in Colorado, it's a little bit hit or miss. Some are more traditional Mexican where you don't have the chili on there. But then others, for sure, you can get green or red chili. So I'm getting hungry, by the way. And after I do this live stream, I'm going to go for a little while here. But then I'm going for Mexican. And there's a place in Florence I'd like to go to. Florence, Colorado. So maybe I'll make another Not Too Shabby or two. So Annette, it's just me and you. I'm going to try to invite some of my friends. Where's Mike? Mike Hay, my good buddy. Mike, I am live streaming at a Starbucks right now. Join us? Question mark. Wait. Jeff, I am live streaming right now at a Starbucks. Join us? Question mark. Jeff and I were just talking earlier this morning. Bill Rogan. Bill, I am live streaming right now. Join us? Question mark. So the guy Bill is the manager of the Tucson Saguaros minor league baseball team. And his team is like 20 wins and I think 15 losses. Most days I talk to him, or at least we text. And he gives me an update, and I follow the games online. And here's his last text. He said, we lost 13-2. Their pitcher threw really well. And we were flat and dead tired. So they don't get many days off. But anyway, his team's in second place. So we're hoping he makes the playoffs. And, Afino, thank you. Do you like my Not Too Shabbies? I just made 3 Not Too Shabbies today. Yeah, hey, and Annette. Yeah, no, Tex-Mex is fine too. Tex-Mex is still it's like an Americanized Mexican, but let's face it, a lot of the Mexican food we eat is Americanized to some level, or Tex-Mex. I don't care. Just give me a taco, give me an enchilada, some rice and beans, and some chips and sauce on the side, and I am a happy man. All right. So, in my fall foliage videos, yes. Annette, I gotta. There was a while when I lived in Buena Vista. Here, I'll pull them up. Where every day I was finding time to go out there and make videos of the fall colors. And I have a whole playlist. Let's see, where's my playlist? It's here somewhere. Come on. Here it is. It's like all these videos of the fall colors. That was by Monarch Pass. And I have no idea where that some of these are. Oh, I did one in Pueblo. A lot are in the mountains where the fall colors. And hey, I have an aspen tree in my little backyard. And I'm hopeful at that tree. It'll turn color. It will turn in the fall. I can't wait. That's the whole point of having an aspen tree, is to have them turn the golden yellow. You know. Otherwise, aspens wouldn't be that popular. Like, they are pretty with the white bark and the little aspen-like leaves, but, you know, so ATFN, whoa, whoa. Where are you from, and what's your favorite Not Too Shabby? Everyone, if anyone watching this, whether live or not live, tell me where you're watching from. What's your favorite Not Too Shabby? So, yeah. No, thank you for watching, Annette. I really do appreciate it. I know I'm kind of rambunctious on Twitter, so you put up with me. So you're very kind. So, but I'm going to text a few more people here. Oh, Glenda, I am live streaming right now on YouTube. Join us? ? YouTube.com/kisscactus. Glenda's a good friend. Let's see if she comes in. Hopefully she comes in. Oh, and Glenda's from Texas. My friend Glenda, she lives kind of between Big Spring, a little north of Big Spring. Let's leave it there. She's kind of in the middle of nowhere. So, see if I can get some more. Oh, Charles. There we go. Charles, I am live streaming right now. Join us? ? So we'll see. We'll see if anybody shows up. So yeah, it's just too hot in Texas right now. I'm sorry. You know, for a good 6 to 7 months in where I live in Westcliff, it's just too cold to really do much. You can't have fun, or it's hard to go out. It's just, go outside. Anyway, it's just hard to go for walks. The wind is, blowing off the mountain really hard. And it's too cold. Ooh, my friend Glenda said she might join us in the live stream. Yeah, Annette. Well, Annette, I grew up in New Jersey, so I've been to this Catskills in New York. It's been a long time, though. I was a teenager or, a child. So I really don't remember, much about the Catskills or much. So it is an empty Starbucks here. Look how empty it is. It is empty. Glenda, is that you? Glenda, I ask everyone who joins to say where you're from, like where are you watching from, and what's your favorite Not Too Shabby. Hey, Glenda, Everyone say hi to Glenda. Glenda, I'm in a Starbucks in Cañon City, Colorado. Hey, since both of you are Texans, I'll show you the mountains. The mountains aren't that big here compared to like serious mountain towns. But do you see the mountains? See the mountains? You can kind of see them in the distance there. And that's Highway 50 right there. So see the mountains. There's a Waffle Wagon restaurant right there. A red Corvette. So there's a Dairy Queen right here. See the Dairy Queen. Beautiful Cañon City, Colorado. Glenda, when was the last time you've been to Colorado? It's been a while. I mean, I don't even remember the last time you've been here. So, but here I'll show you. I'll show you here. There's at the Starbucks they've got some Colorado like tumblers. They're kind of like ceramic tumblers. That's kind of cool. You can buy this for $22.95. Colorado. And you can buy this little Colorado thing. It's like a little plastic purse. Colorado purse. So I don't know what the price is for this. And you can buy a mug. This is a little odd. You can buy a mug that says Vail. You gotta be careful here. I don't want to drop it. It says Vail. See that? I don't know why they have one for Vail. They need one that says Cañon City. You know? So Vail's okay, but Vail's kind of an uppity ski town, you know? So there's that one that says Westcliff. You know? Oh, there's mountains this way. There's the big mountain right over there. See the mountain? Beautiful Cañon City. There's a lovely blue Subaru. So, yeah, no, so Annette and Lena's mom, which is Glenda, you're both in Texas. Annette's in the Houston area. Glenda, I was saying that you're north of Big Spring in the country. So I do these live streams. You know, my not too shabby videos definitely have gotten some traction. I'm not a celebrity, but I definitely have a following. Okay. I've got 4,850 subscribers, which is pretty good. It's not like amazing, but it's pretty darn good. Anyway, the first few times I did live streams, it was packed. I mean, I had so many people watching. It was a lot of fun. I was explaining not too shabbies. I would even do a not too shabby. Anyway, so now people are sick of my live streams. So I just do the live streams, and there's like 3 or 4 people who hang out with me. So, oh yeah, Cañon City. So you would stop in Cañon City and get apple cider? That's right. Cañon City kind of has like apple orchards, and like they've got some wine cellars and stuff, some wineries. So, have either of you been to Westcliff? Do either of you know where my town of Westcliff is? That's where I live. Westcliff. Nice little town. Here, I'll show you. I made 3 not too shabbies. Here's the latest not too shabby I did. Yeah, you know, Glenda, Westcliff is okay. It's kind of like a poor man's Buena Vista. If you like Buena Vista, Westcliff has the stunning mountain views. but it's a smaller town. There's not as much to do. I don't mean to knock it. Housing is cheaper, but it's kind of, I call it a poor man's Buena Vista. So, but here's the latest Not Too Shabby that I did. I did this about an hour ago.
It's the fuse responsible for making my horn work when it's in. Not too shabby!
So, that's all. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna go for, we'll see. Yeah. And then there was a pawn shop in Canyon City, and I made this not too shabby.
It's 3rd Street Pawn. Not too shabby.
So just, and I did one. Oh, I pulled over on the side of the road, and I got these whitewater rafters. Here's the other one.
It's a whitewater rafting boat. Not too shabby.
Oh yeah. So honestly, that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Oh my gosh, you guys. I should go through my pictures and talk about my pictures on my phone. It's still kind of quiet here. It's like 3, 4, 5 people. You know, I've been to Starbucks where it's just packed. If it's like a reasonably normal time, there's just gobs of people everywhere. And there's college students using the Wi-Fi. So it's kind of funny. So anyway, let me find some pictures. wait. Yeah, I have been rafting. Yes, Annette, I went rafting twice in my life. I rafted through Browns Canyon once, and I rafted through the Royal Gorge, both in Colorado. Have you been rafting? Glenda, have you been rafting? Rafting is definitely not too shabby. So, by the way, Glenda, I think I might have pictures from last October when I visited you and Sean. And let's see here. Let's see if we got a picture. Yeah, hey, here you are. September 29th. September 29th, 2018. My face was so much fatter in that picture. I've lost a lot of weight. Look how, my face is fat. Anyway, there you go. Yeah. So there we are. That was a good Mexican place. I really like that Mexican place. So let's see what else we got. Yeah, for that trip, when I was going down there, I stopped at all these places where on the route for biking across America. This was Interstate 20, the frontage road for Interstate 20. So, and here I went to Alpine, Texas. That's a nice town. That's in far west Texas. So, and here's Chico's Tacos in El Paso. So, you went rafting in Hawaii? Oh my gosh, it sounds amazing. Wow. Yeah, no. Thank you, Annette. I love doing videos of waterfalls. Oh, and you like the streams? Annette, that's good feedback. Because I can make more. Sometimes, I know it's pretty. I love the sound of running water. But when I watch it, I think, is it up to quality to post it on YouTube kind of a thing? And maybe I'm going to work on finding more streams. So, anyhow, thank you, Glenda. So, but yeah, and waterfalls too. Hey, here's me and Joel. Glenda, you know Joel. This was last October. He took me to this remote area where there's like where the border fence is between USA and Mexico. So we just explore all these like random places in southern Arizona. Here's the fence. Here's the border fence. And we just drove up that dirt road a few miles, just middle of nowhere. You know. Yeah, Alpine's a nice. Wait, all right. So there's a You know what? I didn't go to the McDonald's observatory. I drove past it. I was in a rush to get from Alpine to El Paso that day. But maybe I should have stopped there. So, yeah, so much to say. Glenda, when did you go rafting in Hawaii? Let me find more pictures from that trip. Let me find more. Find something interesting. Here's a young saguaro. It's a saguaro cactus. It's a young one. You know, it's only a couple of feet. It's like 10 years old, 15 years old, something like that. Yeah, you love the water? How about the mountains? Here, Glenda. Do you like the mountains too? That's the general region. That's Custer County. That's like maybe 10 or 15 miles south of where I live. That's the general view. So, you know, I got to get on my bike and ride. Then I just have so many snow pictures. This is Halloween, October 31st. It was already snowing like crazy. I'm definitely getting out of Colorado this winter. I'm probably going to be in Arizona. So expect an announcement. Here's another snowstorm, November 11th. Find more snow for you. It is pretty though. Like look how pretty this is. Look how pretty this is. That's the general view when you're in my town. That's actually Silver Cliff, but it's just next door. Gorgeous mountains. Yeah, after you graduated high school, that's awesome, Glenda. Hey, how's Lena doing? How's Lena doing? She doing all right at Texas Tech? I hope she's doing all right. She's behaving and not getting in trouble or anything. There's lots of people now. Now there's people in the background. It's a little more exciting. There's a lot of people in here now. It's like a whole group of rafters or something. Some vacationing group. So, so here's the plan. I've gone for 33 minutes. And I'm thinking, I'm going to hit 45 minutes. I'm going to go for another 12 minutes. Then after that, I need to get some Mexican food. I got to get some Mexican food. I'm sorry. I need a couple of enchiladas. I need some chips and salsa. I need some Mexican food. So I'm going to head to Florence. It's just like 5 or 7 miles. And there's a place I like to go to. Really, Glenda? You're going to retire in 3 years? That's amazing. Really? You're going to retire? Wow, I'm nowhere near it. There's no retirement for me. I'm doing okay with work and everything. I'm doing all right. There's no need to pity me, but no, I'm working. when I was living in Buena Vista, though, I was making my money through all my websites and the advertising. So I had a lot of free time. So that was almost like my retirement in my 30s. Now I just work. It's good, though, because I do counseling. So, Annette, you ask a good question. Mount Sherman, I've hiked Mount Sherman 5 times. So, and in fact, I'll give you a link to my Mount Sherman. I got my let's see here. This should be. Here's some of my photos. Here's photos. I'll send you a link. I just entered a link to my hike of Mount Sherman. I was with Bill Rogan, 2014. Me and Bill. Wow, my hair looked way longer and thicker. It looked pretty cool back then. It's gotten thinner, but anyway, if you check out that link, there's pictures of Mount Sherman. So lots of fun. Lane is doing great. She's already a junior. Well, and at all the mountains, all the 14ers are pretty rocky. So, okay, I get it, Glenda. You'll retire, but you may have to keep working or whatever. But I hope you can have a better, setup where you've got some pension or something coming in. That'd be pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, I totally support you moving to Colorado if you want to do that. I'm seriously looking at condos in Arizona. My problem is I'm self-employed. So even though I'm doing well financially and I've got some savings, because I'm self-employed, my bank doesn't respect that at all. It's a little disappointing. So I might have to wait another year. If it's meant to be, it's fine. But I want to get into a condo in Tucson. So, and then come up here in the summer. 6 months in Arizona, 6 months up here. Pretty much from about, like early November to mid-April. There's no reason to be in Colorado. I mean, those November, December, January, February, March, and half of April, 5.5 months. Even I could, 5.5 months out would be excellent. So we'll see what I do. But anyway, so those are my Mount Sherman pictures. So lots of fun. So oh gosh, man. So see all the people here. There's people this way, people at the counter there. So some people that way. So that's awesome, Glenda. I just hope you can, I know you've built a good life for yourself in Texas. It's not like you haven't, I know you'd be sad to leave your friends and all the connections you've made. Working in your school, you definitely get connected with people and families, and, so it probably would be sad for you to leave, but, I still would move to somewhere more desirable. So, yeah, no. First of all, I don't update Colorado Guide like the way I used to. For a long time, when I had my forums last decade, even into the early, 2010, 2012, 2013 for sure, I was obsessed with going out into the world, hiking trails, posting pictures, doing my Colorado Guide website pages, and I was updating a lot, and it was fun. Now I don't do that as much anymore. It's hard. That's a long story why I'm not doing it as much, and pretty much this year I haven't done none. 2 years ago I did the whole Bike Across America journal, which is on my website. Anyway, so it's a little different. So in the winter, I don't have much to do anymore. It's not the same posting pictures on Colorado Guide. And I've just found if I can be somewhere warmer in Arizona, I can do videos of saguaros. There's the mountains outside of Tucson are a little more, they're not as intense. I'm just getting older, and my days of hiking 14ers like the way I used to are unfortunately over. I'm just slower and, so anyway, I'm just talking. So there's so many Texas plates in Westcliff right now. There's so many Texans. So they're fine. I don't. So people there. I'm just gonna go for another 5 minutes, okay? Then I got to get some Mexican food. Annette, it's so good to have you back because I know for a little while you weren't getting notifications when I was live streaming. So I really do appreciate this. And Glenda, I just encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I do, like the way I used to do Colorado Guy, where I was always like, hey, look what I'm doing. Look at all the photos. Now I'm just constantly doing it on YouTube, and I got the Not Too Shabby thing. And then I mix it in with Colorado scenery and, personal videos. So, but I just gave you my link. So you're welcome to subscribe if you're not already. So you'll get notifications. So it's just an idea. But, so it's cool too because back in the day, I made lots of friends with Colorado Guy. I had my forum. I made all the friends on the forum. And wait. And now I kind of make friends on YouTube. It's kind of neat. You don't like change, Annette? It just depends on what kind of change, I guess. But so, yeah, I know. How hot is it today for you, Glenda? By the way, this is a meme. I'm in a meme here. It says, sad blondes are all around me. Ha ha. And that was my hair. That was in 2001. I lived in Manitou Springs, and there's all these sad blondes crying. So there you go. Isn't that great? I'm gonna put this on Twitter. I just want to put this on Twitter. Hold on. I want to tweet this. It's so random. I'm just gonna say sad blondes are all around me. There we go. I'll post it up. Where is that picture? I gotta find it. I got so many pictures here. Wait. Yeah, that was 18 years ago, that picture. Now I can't find it on my phone because I have like thousands of pictures on here. Let's see. Keep scrolling. Here it is. So I tweeted it. Did I look really young? I was young. I was 30. Now I'm 47. So, see, there it is. Sad blondes are all around me. So, oh yeah, sad blondes. We'll see if it gets any likes or retweets. I like Twitter because it's still informal. You can just tweet something. It's not that big of a deal, So, find more pictures. Glenda, there might be more pictures of you in here. Oh, wait. My Bike Across America trip. Let's see here. Are you in here? No, but I got these people I met in front. They were in front of a bar in Ocotillo, California. This little desert town. There was like the Lazy Lizard Tavern. And they're just like, hey, what are you doing? And I just like, hey, I'm biking across America. It's my third day. I think it was my third day. And this woman was so nice to me, and she lived in San Diego with her, I think her husband there. And we had a good time. We'll see. And I eat so much Mexican. I try not to post my food all the time, but we'll see. If it looks good, I will do it. So here's one. Here's a great meme. I'm thankful that I don't live in Kansas or Nebraska. What do you think? I'm thankful that I don't live in Kansas or Nebraska. Well, 47. I don't know. I'm not young. Let's put it that way. So, wait, I gotta send. Wait, I gotta just send this to a friend. So, this is my iPhone 8. Wait. I got pictures. I'm seeing if I got a picture of you, Glenda. Wait, where's the... Let's see here. I'm looking for... I should be more entertaining. Anyway, it's not meant to be. There's a picture I was going to try to grab. Yeah, Kansas. Enchiladas for dinner. Oh, Glenda. By the way, this is to both of you, but Glenda, you've been following my talk. I'm pretty sure, as of right now, I've been really struggling with my car situation. Pretty soon, I'm going to have to get a better car. But I still don't want to buy a new car yet. They're too expensive. My new cars are too expensive, and I just don't. Yesterday, I thought I might buy that Volkswagen Beetle convertible or the Buick Cascada. I kind of want a convertible, but now I have a different plan. I may get a convertible, but it's not going to be a brand new car convertible. I might get a cheap convertible on the side for cheap, an older car that I can just play around with on weekends and kind of get it out of my system. And then when I'm really ready to just buy like a really reliable Honda Fit or a Toyota. So anyway, this is kind of boring, but we'll see what kind of car I get. So, but anyway, I don't know what I'm doing with my car stuff. So where are all my pictures here? Yeah. Yeah, you see, you're both Texans. Glenda and Annette, you're both Texans. That's amazing. I do make fun of Texans. I will admit that. Sometimes I do, but I do love you. I hope you know that. So, well, when you're in Colorado, you got to make fun of Texans a little bit. So, because all they do is come in the summer. Most of them. Anyway, I'm looking for that sad blondes or another meme. It's crazy. These darn pictures everywhere. So anyway, Dalhart. Everybody stops in Dalhart, Texas. If you're coming to Colorado or you're leaving to go to Texas, you have to drive through Dalhart. By the way, oh, you ladies, are you aware, Annette, I think I've talked to you about this. This is Texas. You know how this looks like Texas? The very northwest corner, there is a marker, and you can visit it. It's right off the highway. Northwest Colorado corner. Here. If you Google it, come on, damn it. Oh, wait, Northwest Texas. The Texas corner. That's why it didn't show. Northwest Texas corner marker. If you just type Northwest Texas corner marker, there's a picture of me. See me? And here's my photos. You're just in the middle of nowhere, and it's right off the highway. It's right there. That's the Northwest Texas corner. So, by the way, speaking of Dalhart and that whole area, if you go through Dalhart, you also have to go through Texline, Texas. And guess what I think of it? I'll tell you my video will tell you what I think of it.
It's Texon, Texas. Not too shabby.
There you go. There you go. So I've been to Texline. Oh, I've been to Vega. Have you been to Vega, Texas? Here's Vega, Texas. That's a small town. That's west of Amarillo. Let's see, Vega, Texas. Wait, not too shabby. Here's Vega, Texas.
Vega, Texas is the town you never want to leave. Not too shabby.
There you go. So I've been to Vega, Texas. I did a not too shabby of Seminole, Texas. It's been watched 2,600 times. Here's that not too shabby.
This is Seminole, Texas. Not too shabby.
That was a long time. That was 5 years ago. So lots of fun. So, speaking of I've got a whole bunch of. See here, you'll be impressed. Here's what I think of Texas peanut butter, Texas peanut brittle.
It's Texas-shaped peanut brittle. Not too shabby.
Oh, you got a speeding ticket in Dalhart? I'm sorry, Annette. I'm sorry about that. Oh, have either of y'all been to Rising Star, Texas? Here's what I think of Rising Star.
I'm in Rising Star. Not too shabby.
Rising Star, Texas. If you're in Abilene and you're headed to Hamilton, it's kind of between Hamilton and Abilene. So, Rising Star. Oh, how about a Texas sign?
It's a welcome to Texas sign. Not too shabby.
Yeah, Glenda, you've been through Vega? Ooh, downtown. Wait. All right, here's downtown Abilene.
This is downtown Abilene. Not too shabby.
And then Glenda, Glenda, who is Lena's mom in the chat section, she's in a not too shabby. She's in 2 not too shabbies. Here she is. This was 3 years ago? It was 3 years ago. Here it is.
It's my friends Kim and Glenda with copies of my book. Not too shabby.
There you go, Kim and Glenda. Very nice. So, and you've been through Rising Star. And then here's another one. So last year, Glenda and her husband, Sean. It's my friend Sean and Glenda. The Sean and Glenda from chapter 9 in my book. Not too shabby. There you go. Oh, there's so many not too shabbies. Let me just find more Texas-themed not too shabbies, because I got a bunch. Ooh, here's one. Texas flags. These are Texas flags. Not too shabby. There you go. Ooh, how about a window decal? It's a Texas Tech window decal. Not too shabby. There you go. I got a lot of Texas-themed not too shabbies here. It's a Texas waffle iron. Not too shabby. Texas state line. I got another of the Texas state line. It's the Texas state line. Not too shabby. I was biking across America 2 years ago. There's a story behind that one. I've told it a few times, but the Texas-New Mexico state line, it was north of El Paso. And the guy's ranch in New Mexico, he heard me yell, not too shabby. And he came hustling. He kind of ran out of his house. He was like, is everything okay? Is anything wrong? So I said, yeah, no, I'm not crazy. I didn't, get in a fight or something. I'm just doing my not too shabbies. And I told him about my YouTube channel. And it's pretty amazing how we kept in touch for a little while. So that's the background on that one. So, here's a fire truck in Ackerley, Texas. This is the fire truck in Ackerley, Texas. Not too shabby. Yeah, Annette, and they make the waffle irons. They make the waffle irons in Texas sized or shaped. So here are the mountains in El Paso, Texas. See, I got all these Texas ones. It's mountain views in El Paso. Not too shabby. There you go. I need to bike across America again. We'll see if I ever go. So, looking for Texas. I mean, here's like an Ocotillo at a Dollar General. I don't know why. And that was in Texas, but it doesn't have Texas as the heading. So, looking for more. Oh, have you been to Hartley, Texas? It's somewhere way up there by Dalhart. When you're driving into Colorado. I did one of the grain elevator here. It's the grain elevator in Hartley, Texas. Not too shabby. Yeah, the Franklin Mountains. I hiked South Franklin Mountain. That was amazing. Yeah, I like El Paso. El Paso is a nice little city. It still feels like the Southwest when you're in El Paso. They got mountains, they got desert. The desert's a little boring. I'd rather be in Arizona in the Sonoran Desert with the saguaros, but El Paso's not a bad town. Glenda, do I have the not too shabby of the post office? I think I do. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I did. Let's see here. I've done a lot of post offices. Done one of Maxwell, New Mexico. Pima, Arizona, Trinidad, Colorado. There it is, Ackerley, Texas, right there. You see it? And then Embudo, New Mexico. So here's the Ackerley, Texas one.
It's the post office in Ackerley, Texas. Not too shabby.
There you go. All right, we've gone for an hour. So pretty soon, I got to wrap up. I got to finish this, okay? Because I'm getting hungry. All right. But we'll just go into overtime for just a little bit. But I'm starting to think about exiting. I'm sorry. So I got all these not too shabbies of so many things, like just anything. Ooh, a train crossing. This was actually in February. February in New Mexico. Here it is.
It's great. Too shabby.
That's a pretty one. That's a pretty one. Did it go by quick? Oh, that's nice of you to say, Annette. Of course, once I'm about to leave, now there's 5 people watching. So, you know what I mean? It's kind of disappointing. I'd rather end it when there's only like 1 person or 0. Yeah, Glenda, I've made Ackerley. I think I still have an Ackerley, Texas page on Colorado Guy. And if you just do a search for Ackerley, Texas, an image search, my photos come up. So, but yeah, no, okay, Glenda and Annette, it's just you. Look, let me go, okay? So I'm gonna head out. It's been fun though. So anyway, thank you for watching. I try to just entertain and talk about videos and try to make conversation. Sometimes I have props that make it more interesting. So, so Annette and Glenda, I'm signing off. Thank you for watching from beautiful Cañon City, Colorado. Bye.